and touch the sky. In the city of angels, feels like I'm coming home. With my head up in the clouds, I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
But it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. was that stupid? Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. Tonight we got a really cool cool video. It's not a video. We got a really cool live stream tonight. I received yesterday in the mail the Insta360 1-inch 360 edition. The RS, sorry, the Insta360 RS 1-inch 360 edition. Boy, that's a mouthful. And I was able to take it to the fireworks show last night. So I have spent all day rendering footage. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I will say, to me, the quality is about as good as my Insta360 Pro. And for those of you that have seen my Insta360 Pro, it's comprised of 6 cameras. So it's a bear to stitch together. They're huge files. So I'm really, really excited that I can get that quality of 360 video in a smaller package. It's not nearly as small as, you know, the 1X2 or even the RS. This is the real thing now, y'all. I have it in my hands. And let's see how far off my, this was the 3D print that I had last night or last week. So I got pretty dang close. So your boy done good. But there's a whole bunch that I love about this camera. There's a couple things that are a little weird, and we're going to talk about those. But as far as a modular system, to have a lens this good on both sides of a 360 camera is super cool. And the reason I said on both sides, back in the day, we used to have a, let's see, it was I believe it was a Samsung Gear, what was it? The Samsung Gear 360 2017 edition, maybe, had a better lens on one side than the other, just to kind of overcompensate for the stitch line. But this has 2 amazing Leica lenses on both sides. It's super heavy, so I would really encourage you guys to get your selfie stick. Like, you upgrade your selfie stick so you're not using this tiny little thing. I'm going to show you guys my selfie stick. Not to be all perverted or anything, but stay there. So as thick as the RS is, this is my selfie stick. It's a Neewer boom pole, and it has a 1/4 inch female. So all I have is a little 1/4 inch adapter that goes from male to male, so that I can screw into the top. And that's what I did the fireworks show last night with. But I want to show you guys the thickness of it. So something this thick and rigid can still be an invisible selfie stick with the Insta360 1-inch 360 edition. Man, such a long name. But that's kind of the stuff we're going to talk about tonight. I've had it little over a day. So I think I put on the live stream that it was week 1. But yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the footage that I took yesterday. I went to go take some footage today, but it was so stinking hot that I just looked like, even now, like I had tried to spray my hair in place because I've just been sweating all day. We have a heat index of over 100 degrees here in Nashville, and it's crazy. So if you would bear with me, just because I have been going nonstop for the last little bit. So made a new subscriber this week. Super excited about that. I'm going to show his video. I saw, let me pull this up. Sorry, I've got 2 things going on. So pretty excited about that. And I believe that is Georgia Homegrown Adventures. I believe that's the gentleman's video that I'm going to show tonight. I'm just going to say his avatar. If he wants to tell you his name, it's okay. But I don't want to disrupt his privacy if he wants to keep it unreal. That's the thing. But yeah, we got some videos from Nacho. We've got a video from Steven Drones that we're going to show tonight. Yeah, we're going to use, I didn't have time to download videos and all that kind of stuff tonight. So we're going to surf the interwebs and get to those videos and play them via the internet. Yeah, let me go through and see who's in the chat. Eat More Possum, Behold. The first one at 6:06. Stephen Drones is in the house. Georgia Homegrown Adventures is in the house. Welcome to the chat. Super excited that you're here. Jim's Droning is in the house. He said happy 4th. Happy 4th to you all. This is going to be kind of our July 4th celebration video live stream, but it's really the 5th. But that's okay. We can be off a little bit. Georgia Homegrown Adventure says it's hot there. Not sure where you are in Georgia, but I have a feeling we're kind of in the same line. Stephen Drone says it's 68 where he's at and raining. It stinks that it's raining, but I'm a little jealous of your 68 degrees. Eat More Possum says it's 99 degrees in Oklahoma. Let's see if anybody else has showed up. Nacho's in the house. Welcome, Nacho. Hope you're having a good night. Nacho can't get to the club where he's at, so yeah. Georgia, before I forget, there's a link right here, clubs.shawknightstudios.com. I've created a social media for my channel. It's kind of like Facebook. It's kind of a mix between Facebook and Twitter, but it's not surrounded by every person you've ever known. It's kind of a tight-knit club of just pretty much my subscribers, but just people that want to post their videos and get feedback on their creativity and stuff like that. I'd love it if you join the club. That would be awesome. And we do bi-monthly contests where you could win a t-shirt like this, or you can pick from my merch store, and my merch store has probably 25 designs, and then from those 25 designs you can pick a bunch of colors and a bunch of types of shirts and hoodies and hats and stuff like that. So the current competition that's going on that will go until the end of July is planes, trains, and automobiles. So if you want to make a video about planes, trains, or automobiles, and then post it to the club in the planes, trains, and automobiles group, then you can be entered into winning a free t-shirt. So there's that. Let's see, Nacho. Okay, so Georgia is not shy to share his name. So Matt Gadigan, how do you say that? Gadigian? I hope I'm not butchering your name. So he's about 45 minutes southeast of Atlanta. I'm about 25 minutes southeast of Nashville. So, and Jim's Droning says it's 76 degrees Fahrenheit where he's at. So let me get things going. Talk amongst yourself. Here's a topic: the Holy Roman Empire. It was neither Holy Roman or an empire. Discuss. And I'll give you a Buffalo nickel if you know what that's from. All right, Matt, I just subscribed to your channel. So I think before we get into the Insta360 Insta360 RS 1-inch 360 edition, I'm going to memorize how to say that. I'm going to pull up some videos. Matt, I was looking on your YouTube channel to see if you had that video on your YouTube channel. I don't see that you have it, so I'm gonna have to get it on Facebook. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to turn the audio off because I don't know if I can put it on my channel without it being copyright. All right. Let's share this. That was the wrong button, y'all. All right, so I saw this in the Georgia Pilots group on Facebook today, and I reached out to Matt and I was like, I would love to show that video on my live stream because I'm showing some 4th of July drone videos from other people tonight, and I saw that and I was like, man, that's a cool video. So this was entitled Fireworks and Thunderstorms, either Fireworks and Thunderstorms or Thunderstorms and Fireworks. But I just want you guys to watch this video. It's a time lapse, which is, I love time lapse. I want you guys to watch kind of this area right here. There's some roads over here. So you got like vehicles like kind of zooming in and out. And then on the horizon line, you've got a whole bunch of fireworks going off. And then you've got lightning. So you've got like so much going on in this one little video. But I'm just going to play it and I'll talk over it. But check it out, y'all. There is lightning. There is fireworks going off everywhere. There's car headlights going on the roads. You can kind of tell where the roads are a little bit. I just think this is such a cool video. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Georgia Homegrown Adventures yet, go ahead and subscribe to his channel. He's got some really cool videos. I've only seen a couple of them in the last minute or two. But if the rest of his videos are anything like that video, it's awesome. And I don't want to show that. So I just thought that was such a cool video. And I was like, Matt's going to fit in here real good. So I thought that was a cool video. And Matt, usually I've got it more put together today, but I told my cousin I would get his firework video up on YouTube. I told him it was going to be in VR and he can check it out on his MetaQuest. And man, I've just been rendering those videos all day on my little MacBook Pro. So the next video I want to show you guys, I've got to pull it up as well. Nacho sent me a link to it. So I'm going to pull it up. Turn the audio off of that. This is entitled 4th of July with the Mini 3 Pro. So Nacho has been going nonstop with his new little toy. I thought this is a pretty cool video. Now, Nacho, it's kind of hard to tell, but is this the same place that we're used to watching you fly during the day? Like, is this the river over to the left, and is this kind of where you park that's right underneath you? I'm pretty sure it is, but it's kind of hard to tell at night. There's buildings here, and the other videos that I've seen in the past have had like neighborhood, like houses, but fireworks look great. There's no like noise in the shadows or anything like that. Like he's got the settings on the camera set to the correct setting. So Nacho says this is the same. I'll put this up on the screen. Nacho said it's the same river a few miles north, the city of Wilkes-Barre. I think that's Wilkes-Barre. But really, really great quality. That's amazing what that tiny little drone can do. I love seeing drone videos of fireworks, but I'm just scared that somebody's going to like aim their Roman candle at my drone and take it out, or it's going to like explode. Like Nacho's keeping a good distance, and I think Matt kept a pretty good distance where he was too, but you can see like right underneath the drone, just right there, it looked like people were shooting up. Maybe not. But what I love about this video is the lights that curve around where the fireworks are. I think that's a really cool shot. And right here, the fireworks in the distance is pretty cool. So there's like the party that Nacho was flying over, and then there's all these other parties going on where he's at that have really cool fireworks going on at the same time. So if you're tuning in from another country, yesterday was Independence Day. It's kind of when Americans celebrate America, and we do it by lighting everything on fire, putting fireworks up in the air. Everybody puts American flags everywhere, and I'm sure other countries have those types of celebrations for their independence or special days that happened in their country. But Nacho said his Mini is a pretty small target, so that's good. Nacho, what does the Mini look like at night? Does it have an LED on the bottom of it, or is it just the LEDs on the underneath the props? Is there any other lights on the Mini besides the props? That drone's so new, I haven't really, and I don't have it, so I haven't memorized everything about that drone. So Nacho said, no, not really. Sweet. I think that was answering my question. All right. So that was Nacho's video. Really, really cool video. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the club. And I will bring this up for Matt since he hasn't seen it. This is the club. This is my profile because I'm the one logged into it right now. But if you were a member of the club, you would log in and your avatar, whatever you upload, would be right there. And these are all subscribers that have come, and a lot of the guys have talked to me actually on my live stream. Other people have are in the chat, so. But I wanted to get down here. I wanted to start out with this video. This is a video. So every year, Steven Drones, he has a unique Typhoon H Plus. He's in the chat. He puts an American flag on the bottom of his drone and flies it around during the 4th of July. His comment right here, the Typhoon H Plus can do it all. I stayed up in the air over 15 minutes with that big flag and had 25% battery left over. So the unique Typhoon H Plus is a big hexacopter and it can handle a lot of weight. Steve didn't shed any weight. Usually if I carry something with the drone, I'll take the camera off so that it can, it's got more power. But his drone with the camera, full payload, plus an American flag, stayed up in the air for 15 minutes and had 25% battery left. So cool. So Matt's planning on joining the club. Pretty sweet. So I'm going to show this. This is the 4th of July parade. And you can see in the picture here, there's an American flag on what looks like like one of the ladder, like a cherry picker that an electrician would use, going up and changing wires on the telephone pole, or a fire truck has ladders like this. So they've got an American flag on that side of the parade, but that doesn't hold a candle to the American flag flying on the other side of the parade by Steve and Drones. So check this out. There's the flyer. So this is pretty cool. This looks like a ground shot. There's a picture of what the drone looks like flying the American flag. A bunch of kids in a tractor. This looks like something you'd see at like a pumpkin patch. So far the video just looks like someone on the sidelines filming, enjoying themselves at the parade. But in a minute, we're going to see the same shot, but from in the air. All right, so now we're taking video from the unique Typhoon H Plus up in the air. It looks to be maybe 60 feet up in the air, maybe less, maybe 40 feet. Those wires are probably 60 feet. So I thought this was really cool video to begin with because it's just drone footage of a parade. But there's a surprise coming up. Bam. There's American flag right underneath him. And there's Steve's feet right there. You can see his big old controller for the unique Typhoon H Plus. Now he's going up in the air. His battery's dying on his truck. Because all of his doors are open. But I thought this was a really cool shot. Fire trucks are going crazy with their lights. So Steve, is it 60? Like, is it in the 60s here? You got to watch your your 4th of July parade in the 60s, close to 70 maybe. Man, like there was no way I was going to take any video of myself yesterday. I planned on doing like this whole video about the Insta360, the 1-inch 360 edition, but like as soon as I walked outside, just sweat just started dripping off of me. And here's a woman right here. Is that your wife taking a picture of the drone? There's someone down in the bottom corner. Is that? Well, no, there's 2 people taken, so you can't be married to both of them. But this is a really cool shot of the tractor and kind of the snaking of the people going by. It's pretty cool. And I thought this was kind of cool how he like goes around the intersection in a circle. Steve said he doesn't know his fans over there. They're spending more time looking at the drone than they are at the parade. Look at them. They're just fanboying or fangirling over the drone with the American flag. So I thought this was a really cool video. I don't remember if this is the short version or the long version. He's got 2 different versions of the video. This is pretty long for a Steven Drones video, so it might be the long version. But pretty cool. It sure looks nice and cool there compared to what's going on here. Steve said it was 85 degrees. So, Steve, did people come up to you while you were flying the drone, or did they come up to you afterwards? It always drives me crazy when people come up and talk to me while I'm flying my drone. I'm like, I've got $1,000 up in the air. I really don't want to talk to you right now. Let me get it down, and then I'll have a conversation. But if I've got a controller in my hand, back it up. I like that covered wagon. It's pretty cool. And I see you picked the side of the street that doesn't have all the telephone wires. That's good. So now we're back on the ground. It's a really cool video, Steve. I'm glad you posted it on the club so we could all see it. Oh, there's kids running out in the street. They must be throwing candy. I hope it's not chocolate. It's probably all melted. There's the flag again, still going strong. Steve, you're not supposed to fly over people. There's a woman right underneath that drone. Could end very badly for her. She might have to get a haircut. No, I'm just kidding. I do want to point out that Steven Drones is being very, very safe by not flying over the people. Steve is flying to the side of the parade. And keeping a safe distance from moving vehicles and the one wheel carrying the one flag. So I just want to point that out. Stephen Drones has his trust certification, and he flies for fun. So that's all he needs to do. That truck is awesome. What is that? At first I thought it was like an old Jeep Willie, but now it's like a really, really old semi truck that looks amazing. And it's, so what do they call like those? It's not a dually. It's like, is that a quadly? Because it's got all those wheels. That's pretty cool. Looks like an old Army truck. Now we got the 57 Chevy pulling up. Very cool. And then, Nacho pointed out the Little Deuce Coupes. Pretty cool. What's up, Charles? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a good night. Happy 5th of July. There's a little bug. So my father had a Robin Egg Volkswagen Bug when I was growing up. That's what we used to drive around in. The engine caught on fire, so that was the death of that vehicle. That one, fire truck. So Charles, we're watching a. So Steve said that's his girlfriend with the Canon next to him. Nice. Let's see how long this video is. All right, we got about 3 more minutes. I must have picked the long version of the video. But no, this is really cool. I don't think I've ever been to a parade during the 4th of July. We usually go to Christmas parades. But 4th of July is usually like all of us sitting in a field, like downtown Nashville. It has an amazing fireworks show. I think we're like number 2 or 3 in the country, or 1. We're up there somewhere. But they've got like Nashville's Music City. So we have ours, instead of parades, we have like concerts. So the first time I ever saw Taylor Swift was at the 4th of July celebration, and she was like 16 years old or something. And I remember taking a picture of her, and I was like, I think she's going to be something big. And sure enough, she was. So some of these cars look like, it looks like I'm watching the assassination of JFK, because there's like the flags on the side, and they look like, they look like the car that the president was driving in the 60s. And so, and then that truck reminds me of Cooter's truck from Dukes of Hazzard. Ooh, there's a little lowered truck. That's pretty cool. Hope that there's no potholes. That's a cute car, whatever that is. So, Steve, where you're at, do you have are there a lot of car shows? Is this like a car club, or do you know anything about what's going on with all these cars? That one car kept going. He didn't turn. He must not have been paying attention. Maybe he had to go to the bathroom or something. So, yeah. That's it. The drone's hitting the ground. So that was a pretty awesome video from Steven Drones in the club. Oh, there's the short version right underneath that. That's what I was looking at. And then I wanted to show one more video from Steven Drones. This is a very short video. But Steven Drones puts a he's got rocks in his property, and he always puts food scraps out on it, and he gets all kinds of animals. So this is part of our entertainment on the live chat. This is the trail cam rock dinner plate. It's what he calls it. And here's a little baby buck, little 4-pointer. Hung out for a little bit and then got scared off by a little bird. That little bird was too much for that buck. So I thought that was a pretty cool little video. But yeah. So we've shown all the videos that I wanted to show tonight. And I want to talk about this guy for just a little bit. I pretty much all the videos that I took yesterday, I've got 4 different videos coming out. They're all uploaded, but they're processing in different stages. But I want to tell you guys that this... Oh, Chris is here. What's up? Sunrise Water Media. Hope you're having a good night. I just want to say that this camera is beautiful. It's something that I've wanted for a long time. Most of the 360 cameras that have come out from Insta360 lately have been pretty much the same camera, just in a different format. You've got the 1X kind of started the game. There was the 1, but the 1 was a completely different shape and format, different camera, different sensors, all that kind of stuff. But the Insta360 1X came out. And then after the 1X, they came out with the 1R. And the 1R, well, and they also came out with the Evo. And so all of those cameras had the same little lens, these same little lenses on it, and about the same internals, but just in different formats. One of them turned into a VR 180 camera. One of them was really, really thin, so there's absolutely no stitch line, and you can take selfies all day with it. And they considered it an action camera. Then they came out with the 1R, and it was a fully modular system, modular. And so for me, the what are you saying, Jim? I know Insta360 came out with other cameras, but right now I'm just talking about the ones that are all the same. And so like the Insta360 1R came out, and it was this modular system, and you could put a 4K camera, a 360 camera. They had one that went on a drone. They had the 1-inch edition. And for me, modularity is wonderful. I love my unique Typhoon H Plus, where you can take the lens off and put another, like take the camera off and put another camera on it. Inspire is the same way, where you can take the cameras off. All of my Canon cameras, you know, you can take the lenses off, and you can put, if you want to invest in a really good lens, you can. So the fact that you can take a battery and then plug it into the brain, and that brain has all the goods to run a cheap camera if you want. So like the 4K camera was okay. It was like a GoPro camera, but maybe like a GoPro session type camera with really good stabilization. But then you had the 360 camera that was just like the 1X and the the 1X2. All of those cameras, they all have kind of the same type of lens, same resolution, same internals, and then they came out with a 1-inch edition that was it was a 1-inch version of a GoPro. It was a GoPro with a 1-inch sensor made by Leica. well, the sensor is made by Sony, but the lens is made by Leica, and there's just so many good things about that camera. Um, and then um, and then they came out with the 1X2, and so everybody was like, okay, I don't want the R anymore because the R is thick. And so the 1X2, I've seen so many people talk about, like, all they want is the one Insta360 1X3. And there's been so much chatter on Facebook and even on my videos talking about how, is this new camera that Insta360 just came out, is it going to replace the is it supposed to replace the 1X2? Are they never going to make a 1X3? So there's all these questions, and I'm really torn because I think that Insta360 is just making different flavors of camera. And the reason I say that is I've been a Canon fanboy for a long time. My first DSLR was a Canon XTI, and I've been using Canon cameras for a long time. They all have their own different little quirks. A lot of the cameras don't replace other cameras. They're just a different flavor of the same type of camera. There's a lot of cameras that shoot 4K. Some shoot better 4K than others. Some are point and shoots that shoot 4K. Some, like the newest addition to the channel, the C200, this is a 4K camera, but this shoots killer 4K camera, or shoots killer 4K footage compared to some of the other 4K cameras that Canon produces. And so I want to start out kind of my presentation about the 1RS 1-inch 360 edition, is that I don't think it's going to replace anything. Okay. I think it is a better option than other versions of the 360 cameras that came out from Insta360, but it's not the best 360 camera. I would say it's the best consumer 360 camera that they've put out. It has a 1-inch sensor on both sides. It has Leica lenses on both sides, and you don't have 360 cameras that do that have that much good. The foundation that's in this camera is amazing when you compare that to the 1X2, or you compare that to the QCam, or there are a lot of other cameras that are coming up, but Insta360 has gotten the formula right, and they keep putting out really good stuff, just like DJI. I would say, and this is my opinion, companies like Apple, I think Apple has a certain level of polish that other companies don't. You can get an Android phone from anybody. You can get a Yi phone. You can get, I bought an Android phone last year just to run the DJI apps, and I spent $100 on that phone. But you can also spend $2,000 on a Android phone. But there's all those different levels. I would say Insta360 is at the level of Apple when it comes to 360 cameras. I don't think there's any other company producing as many 360 cameras as Insta360 is. Now, there's companies that are creating really good professional cameras, and there's other companies that are creating really good consumer cameras. But Insta360 has cameras, has the Go and the Go 2. They also create FPV versions, SMO versions of their cameras for FPV drones. Then they create action camera type cameras that are cameras that fit in your pocket that you can just pull out and create 360 video anywhere you want to. Their apps are wonderful. They're not buggy. They're legit applications for your phones, tablets. They also have a desktop app. And then they have a professional line. They have, like, I have the Pro. It was the first professional version. Besides, there was like a 4K version years ago. But the Pro was kind of the first Insta360 professional camera. And then from the Pro, they went to the Pro 2, and then they came out with the Titan. And so now they have like just like wonderful professional cameras. They've got solutions where you can live stream in 8K. Just Insta360 has taken 360 videos to a whole nother level. And so Matt says that he just bought the One X2, and that's his first 360 camera. That's awesome. That's awesome. I've got a ton of videos on my YouTube channel about 360 cameras and how to get the most out of them. So yeah, I'll definitely have some videos coming up about Insta360 Studio and all that. That'll really help you out. And then, like, I don't know, I'm super excited about Insta360. And the Insta360 Sphere is wonderful. It is so much better than the Aerial Edition that came out last year. And I've got several videos on my YouTube channel about that, and I'm going to keep making videos with that camera because 360 video from the air is just something that I think is awesome. I love being in my VR headset and being able to just like fly. And it's really cool to fly over things that I recognize. So like there's like a high school that like I can drive by. It's really cool to be able to just fly over it and look around and be like, oh, I didn't know that's what the roof looked like. Or fly up over the top of the bleachers and see what the lights look like and the ballpark and all that kind of stuff. So really, really love that. Last week we went through the website and I showed you all of the specs. So we're not going to go through that tonight. But I do want to show you guys kind of my first videos taken with it. Let me pull this up. Sorry, it was just telling me something. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on the street. This is Insta360 Studio, and let me kill that, and I'm going to readjust. Okay. So I'm going to change the size of it. There we go. We'll just do that. So this is me looking awkward. This is me pushing the button. So if you ever wondered what it looks like when I push the record button, that's what it looks like. And it's going to be hard to tell what the quality is on this live stream, but I want to encourage you guys to go watch the videos that I've just uploaded. They might show up tomorrow. It takes YouTube a long time to process, almost like a day and a half to process a 360 video, especially one that's in 6K. And the quality on YouTube is not going to be as good as for real. But I'm going to upload some raw videos so you guys can check that out. But I want you guys to see this. Just kind of the quality. It's kind of hard to tell in that shot. Let me get... this is kind of a proxy video, so it's not going to be a good representation of the quality right here, but I want you guys to see this. Here's the Tiny Planet version of the video. And there's just so much goodness going on in this video. I should have taken 2 minutes to clean my patio before I made this video, but I literally just got it in the mail, opened up the box, and went out and made this video. But I will say, like, from my own personal experience, the quality of these videos are 10 times better than what I'm getting out of the 1R, the 1RS, and the 1Xs. It's really, really good quality video. The Insta360 Studio still only lets you export in 1080. I mean, you can upgrade it or whatever, but this is the resolution of the video that comes out, 5888 by 2944. So the resolution on these videos are pretty amazing. The sharpness, there's a guy on Facebook today that had a comparison of, took a picture of his backpack. It looked like at the airport or something. And he took that same picture with both with the 1X2 and the 1-inch 360 edition, and the quality was wasn't a huge leap, but you saw a lot more detail, and like the wood grain, you saw like a lot of the lights weren't blown out as much, so there's a lot more dynamic range when it comes to the highlights and probably the shadows as well. But I'm really excited to take it to camp next week and take low lights. I don't know what this is. This was a picture I took. I think I was trying to do like I was trying to see what night lapse was, and this took like, yeah, I was trying to set up my camera and accidentally hit the shutter button. And then this is me kind of getting everything set up to take pictures and videos. Yeah, pretty cool. But I wanted to show you guys, let's see. This one's pretty cool. So I watched a video of what the proper, so I know at low light, what are really good camera settings for low light situations, but I didn't know if they were different for 360 cameras and then taking fireworks. So I only really found, there were 3 different videos that I watched, and they all 3 pretty much said the same thing. So I have a feeling one person made a video, and then 2 other people got their information from that video and made their own video. And then I just made a video based on the information that I got from those videos. So the information is spreading, y'all. But what I did was the Insta360 RS shoots at 6K, 30 frames per second. Okay. And don't ask me what the limitations are, like why the limitations are like that. I don't know why they chose the resolutions that they chose, but these are the specs that they gave us. And so I'm going to just make the coolest video that I can out of those specs. Okay, I'm not one of those guys that is just going to yell at them for not making a 10-bit camera. Okay, so I did. So I started out with, and I feel like right here, since the sun is, since this is like kind of the golden hour, this is a little bit past the golden hour, but you can still see there's light in the sky. This was probably, actually, maybe I might be able to see the information on this clip. Yeah, let's see the info. So it does not tell me. But I'm pretty sure this is an ISO 100 and then a shutter speed of 1/60. All of my shutter speeds, I stuck at 1/60 for the resolution, or for the shutter speed, because I didn't want to, there's no need to make it darker than it was. And since there's 30 frames per second, 60 is double that. Okay. And so this is me. This is what it looks like on my phone. So this is kind of Inception. But there's fireworks going off there. And so we're going to put this into planet mode. And see. Then we're just going to play this video a little bit. I'm going to turn the audio off, because the audio is pointless when you're recording fireworks, because the audio was really messing things up. But this is the tiny planet that I shot, and then once I hit record, then I lifted it up on the monopod. So my monopod goes about 12 feet up in the air. So now I can zoom in, but I'm tiny, so you don't really see me next to the camera anymore. And I think this is the driveway, and they're about to do fireworks around here. But I also didn't want my camera lens to get burned or anything like that, so I never got really close to the fireworks. But this should, let me see what's going on here. You can see the sun's going down. Let's see what this is doing. Looks like there's fireworks or something going on. Nope. There's something. So there's little fireworks. Now, something you can do in here, you can do color plus, and it will kind of enhance the video, but it adds a bunch of noise. So it's not the best situation. But if I wanted to come in here, this is kind of the quality that I'm getting, and this is a proxy file. But all of my settings were set to record lit situations in the dark. And what the guy that I was watching his video, his explanation was pretty good. What you're doing is, so what your camera does, your camera is constantly, when you have it in auto mode, it is constantly, oh, what's up, Stephen Jermaine Jones, welcome to the chat. So he wants the boom. I'm planning on doing a video about it, but I can definitely look it up real quick. Pretty sure this is it. Yep. Nope. It's all right, man. So I'm a 46-year-old man, and so I get I interrupt myself. So this is a safe place. Don't worry about it. This is the link to the poll. Right now, it looks like it's 20% off. So I think it was probably $50 when I bought it, but it's $40 right now. So that is the poll. And it says that it's 3 feet to 8.3 feet, but let me make sure that that's the right pole. It definitely looks like the pole that I have because it has the same cable straps. Yeah. And I'll make a video about it. I'm planning on making a video. Hopefully I'll make a video before I go to camp and upload it. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll just go out and make a video tomorrow about my boom pole. But what I do, so it's got a 3/4 thread on the bottom of it. So just about any tripod, all you have to do is take the tripod head off, and there's a big 3/8 inch screw, and that's what the bottom can screw down into. And then on the top, you just need a male to male. Well, I've got it here. So on the top, you really just need this this adapter right here, and it's a 1/4 screw to 1/4 screw. And that's what I did last night. But I'm also I'll put a link in here of something else that I'm planning on ordering, and it's going to be, I don't know that I can get it before camp, but it is a small rig. Hopefully it's here. Yep, it's a small rig universal mount, but I haven't tested this one. But this is something else that I'm planning on getting. And what that is kind of a small, it says that it's only, so to give you an idea, it is, the base is the same width as the wide part of the bottom of the Insta360. So I really think that if that was a circle, I still think it'll be invisible, but I don't know yet. So I'm going to buy it. It's, Amazon, you can return things pretty easy. So I'm going to buy it and see if it works out and test it for you guys. But if you want to go ahead and grab that, you can. Oh, there's a nice comment. Whoa, that's a long comment from my live chat. Thanks for all you do. This is from Stephen Jermaine Jones. Thanks for all you do. My camera should be here tomorrow. I have the Tellison extended stick, and when I heard you say to upgrade, I was like, you're right, I should, since the camera is so big. Yeah, I've done, I think my #1 video on YouTube is invisible selfie sticks for the GoPro Max. So I'm going to update that video. I'm not going to change that video, but I'm going to make a new video for this new camera because it's heavy. It really is heavy. And one of the biggest complaints that I've ever seen from Insta360 cameras is this little, the 1/4 female on the bottom of the Insta360 cameras. I've seen where they break off a lot. And they've never broken for me, but I am super, I'm anal. I don't know how to say that in a different way, but I am super anal with my gear. I'm already annoyed that I have a little scratch right here from that metal adapter that I put on there. So that's why I really want the quick release to kind of fix that situation. I wish this was rubberized on the bottom, but it's just plastic. But there are a couple things that, so they mentioned that this battery, you have to use this battery that comes with it. You can't use the vertical battery that came with the aerial edition. The vertical battery that came with the aerial edition, what I think, this is just my personal opinion, but I think the quarter 20 on here is not strong enough to handle the weight of this camera. So I think they built this quarter 20 a little bit stronger to handle that. And so I would encourage you to get a bigger stick for one, because I've seen a lot of people put it on a regular selfie stick on YouTube, and you can see jello whenever they take a step. Okay. So when they're walking, you can see every time they step down, you can see the whole video just kind of blur just a little bit. And what that's doing, for one, it means that the camera is not getting in enough light. Even though this is a great camera for low light, you can still put it in a situation that it can't handle. So people are walking through woods, and they're on a little selfie stick, and I think the vibrations are going through their body onto that kind of selfie stick that's not very stable. And all those vibrations are being translated. What is going on there? Sorry. But you know, all those vibrations are translated from their arm into that camera. And there's a couple ways that you can prevent that. But what I really want is some sort of base plate, a tiny base plate. They make several different ones, but a tiny little base plate that strengthens this whole area is what I want. Because another thing that I'm planning on doing is hanging it from my DJI Inspire and seeing what it does in the air. But I'm going to have to make a whole new mounting system for that. But pretty dang excited about that. So yeah. What was I talking about? I think that's what I was going to talk about. I really appreciate your question, Stephen. It's a really boring live stream if nobody talks. I'm even more fun to watch whenever there's someone else in the room and you're only watching me half of the time. But the whole point of this live stream is so you guys can ask me questions, and no question's a stupid question either. I know there's a lot of people that are like just kind of mean to people that ask. I mean, questions can be stupid to other people, right? I can ask questions that I think is a good question, and some other guy that is way more professional than me might think that's an idiotic question, and be rude to me. But I don't want to be rude to anybody, because I've gotten to the place that I am by asking questions. I've gotten to, so the whole point of my YouTube channel is the scientific method. Okay. I learn what I learn by observing. I learn what I've learned by trying things out, by not being afraid to fail. Those are all qualities that have helped me on my journey be a better person. Okay. So the questions that you guys are asking is, they're great questions. So yeah, let me answer that question too. So, that makes sense about the different batteries. They finally put the new battery up on the site. I hope it is available soon. Yeah, I really want to get 2 of those batteries. Well, so this is what I bought. I already have the Insta360 One RS, and I already have the Insta360 One R. And let's do that right now. Okay, we're going to take this apart. So how you take it apart, first thing you do is you push these 2 things in. Oh, I just turned it on. Dang it. that's my first problem with this camera. I told you I was going to talk about issues that I have. So it's hard to show you guys because it's in focus back here. But this button right here releases the camera from the core. Okay. Well, from the case, really. Then this button right underneath it is the power button. And basically, you know, this is a plastic case, just like a GoPro case. And so this is just kind of a fake button that pushes the button on the camera, right? So these two buttons are so close to each other, I really don't like it because every time I try to take it apart, I turn the camera on. And I don't want to push the power button one time and disconnect the camera. So we're going to take that apart. And then on the bottom, there's this little door. So you open that door. So if this door's closed, this camera is really, really hard to get out. Like it's locked in there. But if you open this little door, I gotta see what I'm doing. Open that little door right there. Now the camera slides out just like that. Okay. Then you pop these apart, and in your core, that's where your SD card goes. So I really don't like where the SD card is. And it's kind of the same way with the GoPro. Like you have to take the GoPro out of the Max Mod to get to the SD card, and the SD card's right next to the battery, so it's easier to take the battery out to get the SD card out. So, I mean, GoPro has their issues too, but this is the new battery. So what I'm going to do is, I just lost it. This is the old battery. So we're going to plug that into the core. I don't know if it's charged or not. It's probably not charged. And then we're going to take this, the new lens, and we're going to snap it on there. And we're going to see if it works. Oh, I just ripped it off. So it doesn't have an SD card, so I can't record. But so they say it's not compatible, but it all works. Just this battery isn't going to last as long as the new battery. And I really have a feeling that this part right here is important. The charging station is in the same place. Pretty sure. The difference is it's not inset like the other one was. So, but I've been wanting to try that out, and I thought we'd just do that on the live stream. I'm pretty sure that I can record with this lens in that way. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this back together. So the order you do it is you put the core and the battery together, and then this slides down in its case, and then you snap this door shut. And now all of this is in there really tight. And then I just turned the camera on. All right. But, I mean, it's super, like, it's in there. One of my biggest fears when I saw this, I was like, man, if I hang that from a drone, is that lens just going to fall off? Because if I hang it upside down like that. So I am actually pretty nervous of hanging this. So I'm going to try to 3D print something spectacular to strap all this thing together. And it might be an even larger case that like a bumper that kind of holds this whole thing together. But so yeah, so we've got 11 people in here. Let's see what. So Nacho said challenge accepted. I really want. Okay, let me figure that out. All right, Nacho. So this is my selfie stick. And so the width of the top part is 25 millimeters. Okay. So do your magic, man. Ow. Oh, I just hit my whole table. So Nacho's awesome. He finds the craziest little camera gizmos, and like he's actually a genius when it comes to rigging up, like making up weird little ways to rig things. So I'm excited to see what you come up with. So Steven said I was going to grab the RS1, but I'll wait now. So what I did was I already had the 1RS because I reviewed it on my channel maybe a month or two ago. Actually, I've made a whole bunch of videos that I never uploaded because the sphere came out, and then I was like, I don't even need to make. Anyway, I didn't get all the videos about the RS that I wanted to out, but so I already have the core. So what I did was on Insta360 site, I purchased. There's an edition that is like an upgrade kit, and it comes with everything you see here. It has the case, the battery. There's a piece of foam where this core is, and then it has the lens. So I already had a core. So one of my plans is to turn two of these into an Insta360, or to turn into like a 1-inch VR 180 rig. So now that I have a complete camera, I'm trying to sell a bunch of my cameras, and I'm planning on buying another one of these, the full camera, because I love all the setup that I have. And at camp, I'm going to have Insta360 all over the place. I'm going to mount these cameras to trees and all kinds of stuff, getting video of the campers this week. But yeah, the quality of video that I'm getting out of this new one, like, I love it. I really do. So Steven says they really need to release lens guards. I remember with the original 1X, I broke the lens and it worried me so much. I bought the sticky guards right away for the X2. Now I'm going to be extremely guarded with this one. Yeah. I have a video. I don't know if you're a subscriber, Steven, or if, like, how long you've been around my channel, but there's a video on my YouTube channel called I Wrecked My GoPro Max. Pretty sure that's what it's called. It's one of Nacho's favorite videos. It's when I spend 15 minutes riding around on a Segway that's just beeping nonstop at me. And for some reason, I think that I'm going too fast. Because if you go too fast, it beeps. It's like, hey, you're going too fast. You need to slow down. But I wasn't going very fast in the video, and it was just beeping at me constantly. And what was happening was the battery was dying. And so in that video, I have like a pole, like a pole mount with a selfie stick attached to it, and then my GoPro Max, and I'm just driving around with my Segway, doing my little invisible selfie stick Segway shot, and so, and at the time I was about 275 pounds, and to ride a Segway, you kind of lean forward on it, and so I'm leaning forward, all of my weight. So when a Segway, when the batteries die, it stops leveling itself out. So it's just like a fulcrum. It's just like bam, like. And so my 275 pounds, I was leaning forward and just face planted on the lens of the GoPro Max, and I just had it, like I just bought it, and I was so frustrated. But luckily, it was raining that day, and I put those lens guards on it, and the lens guards saved my camera. Totally destroyed the lens guard, but my camera was completely saved. So lens guards are awesome. The only thing I don't like about them is the quality of the video is not as good without them. I've seen a lot of people take their Insta360 spheres up in the air and they wonder why their video looks like crap, and it's because those little sticky guards are like, they're not as clear as the glass on the lens. But anyway, that's, if you want to go to Sean's greatest hits, that's one of them that goes down in the books of being just funny. There's another one that Brent likes to watch where I start the video out and a butterfly just lands right on my nose. Well, first there's like this hawk or osprey or something that's just screaming in the background. And then a moth lands on my video. And it's like one of those afternoons. It was like I would do the video after I got off work and before I drove home. And I'm out there sweating with nature, and this butterfly just lands on my face. So that's Brent's favorite video. So Steve said, wow, I had a client pay me in cash for a photography job, and on the way to the bank, the envelope fell and the money started to fly away. And it was the 1X or the money, and the money won. Oh, so the money was flying out and you went to grab the money and then you hit your 1X, or you dropped your 1X. That's crazy. I'm losing my voice. I'm talking so much tonight, y'all. So it's 8:00, so I'm going to start winding down. But I want to make sure if anybody has any questions that you guys want to ask me. I'm going to camp this week. So camp starts on Friday, and then it's youth camp with my church, and I'm the media guy, and I'm in the band. So I'm pulling double duty this week. I'm going to be probably so exhausted next Tuesday night. But camp is from Friday to Monday. And then Tuesday is when my next live stream will be. Hopefully I'll have a bunch of experience with this camera. I'm going to take it to camp. I'm going to try to record the evening sessions, which is like, I wish I had a couple batteries for it. I really don't. I can run it off of a power bank, so I might do that. But I haven't even tested that out, but I'm pretty sure I can run it off a power bank. But I'm going to try to do the night services, which is, it'll be an interesting situation. I don't know if it's going to work out, but it is in kind of an auditorium that has a whole bunch of colored lights that move around. I don't know if they move around or if they just point at the stage and they can change the colors of them. But and then all of the campers will be under the colored lights, and then there'll be like kind of yellowish white lights on the stage where I'll be. And so I'll be on stage, and I'm the video guy at camp too. So this is the first time I've ever done worship and video at the same time. My plan is to have the Canon C200 with a really good like like a prime lens on it so that I can record 4K. All the video I do for camp is in 1080, so I'm going to record everybody at 4K, and then in Final Cut I'm going to zoom around kind of the campers, and then I'm planning on doing a 360 camera kind of on top of that is going to be recording the stage and the campers at the same time. So I'm going to try to do, I'm thinking about doing a tall one, so I'm like looking down on everything, kind of a bird's eye view. And then I'll probably move my the other cameras that I have, my other Insta360 cameras. I'll probably put one on the drummer, one on the guitar player, and then the next night switch them around to different people. But yeah, super excited about all that. The second night of camp, we're going to be on this overlooking the Smoky Mountains, and we're going to be singing on this kind of deck, and it's at sunset, so there's a beautiful sunset, and so I'm really hoping to just record that scene and get a really cool video out of it. But there's going to be a lot of kids, so I don't know if that'll make it to my YouTube channel or not, just because there are a lot of, just, I don't really want to put pictures of kids on my YouTube channel without their permission and all that stuff. But it might definitely end up on my Facebook page. So if you haven't liked me on Facebook or friended me, go ahead and do that. But yeah, I'm super excited about this camera. I love it so much, but there's not much that I've bought over the years since I've had this YouTube channel that I didn't love. I'm usually there's a couple cameras that I thought were going to be amazing that sucked, like the who made it? Nikon? Was it a Nikon camera? There was a 360 camera that I'm going to look it up right now. It was, to me, everything that I ever wanted in a 360 camera. I thought it was going to be, it was built wonderfully. I'm pretty sure it was I bought it. Yep, that's it. Nope. Let's see what the name of it is. Yep, you can get it right now for 113 bucks. But it was the Nikon Key Mission 360. And I'll pull up. This will be the last thing I share. This is just, I don't know, this is kind of random. I don't know why I'm talking about this now. But to cite where I'm getting this from, I'm getting it from dpreview.com. But this is from Jeff Carlson is the author of this article. But this is the Nikon Key Mission 360. It was built like a DSLR camera, like waterproof right out of the gate. It had these crazy big replaceable lenses. It was a nice size. It had a huge record button on top. Replaceable batteries, so you can put as many batteries as you wanted to in it. It had an SD card, HDMI out. It had all these amazing features. Waterproof, without a case. Here is a picture from it, which isn't that bad, but when I got it, and so this video is kind of crappy, but I thought it was going to be an amazing camera, and it's just bad. Now, all the pictures that they seem to be getting out of it seem to be pretty good. Like, that's not a bad picture. But when you zoom in, just anyway, it was a bad camera. So there are some things that are duds, but anyway, hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like this live stream. Like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications when I put out more videos about the Insta360 RS 1-inch 360 edition. 360 cameras, drones, action cameras, all the good stuff, y'all. Have a wonderful night. Peace out.